Hi, I've got one more etude to share with you today. And this is number 25, the last one in Charlie Porter's Lyrical Etudes book. It's called Pantonal, or Pantanal, which I think is a beautiful place in South America, but that's another story. This is a different kind of tune, and I hope you find it interesting, as I do. I'm going to attempt to play through it and hopefully convey some of the musical expression. I hope you hear it coming through. Here we go. I think that has a lot of potential. Now, most of us are players because we enjoy playing. We might enjoy the physical act of playing. We might enjoy making music with others. We might enjoy just music itself. And sometimes we have to play things that we don't like. So if you're a professional or aspire to be, you have to realize that your main job is to do your best to understand what the music is saying and to express it so that someone else can understand what it's saying. So that puts you in the position of being an interpreter. That's what we do. Now Charlie, who wrote these etudes, is a composer and an interpreter and an improviser. So those of us who've been playing in ensembles, especially band and orchestra, for many years, as have I, need to get loosened up a little bit. And what that means is being open to things that we may find the taste of rather strange in terms of the aesthetics. So what I'm always trying to do is I'm looking for the life in the music, as I've said many times. And to me, as I first played that through, it seemed to me that it wasn't the harmony as much, it was the shape of the line that provided the interest. So I'm just going to play a couple of spots again and think in terms of that shape. So if I think as if I'm dancing, and in this case I'm the lead dancer, I am sweeping you along in a certain direction. That's the shape. The shape can be very simple or complex. Let's see what the next phrase does. Actually, I don't think I played the end of the first phrase. I'm going to start at the beginning again and show you what I mean. So where I stopped, to my ear, that's the beginning of the next phrase. I'll play it. Now, you could think of it that way, or you could think of it, no, the last bar of the first line is the beginning of the next phrase. So you see there are always options. So what I'm always doing is I'll get an idea, I'll try it, try and get a sense of how well does that work. And then I try and keep my mind open to other ideas. I'm not trying to impose meaning, I'm trying to discover it. I'm not trying to impose my interpretive ideas. If I do that, I tend to kill the spirit of the music rather than permit it to come through. So this may sound a little bit confusing to some of you, but I hope that you have the capability of understanding by simply listening. And I know when I speak to various groups of players, sometimes I see faces light up, and the faces are lighting up because they hear music. So if you're one of those people, I think you're going to understand what I'm talking about. If not, do your best to listen to the best players in the world and try and figure out, why does that work? And that'll take you a long way. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit more and just to see if I can get a better taste from my first read through. I'm going to start the third line this time. So for me, working on a piece like this is really a process of discovery. It's like, what are the moods? What is the character? What's the taste? What's the feeling of the movement? And what are the elements that are contributing to the expression? What are the things that are that work to convey that energy? For some of you, you might think of it in visual terms. You might create in your imagination a dramatic scenario to which this music could be the accompaniment. For others, it might be, if I were going to dance, if I were going to simply let my body move to interpret what I'm hearing, what would that look like? That's a great way to work, and that's how I'm pretty sure that choreographers work. So there are many ways to approach this. I hope this little series on Charlie's Etudes has been enjoyable to you. And I think I've done them all, so if you haven't seen them all, go back and watch a few. I know I say a lot of the same things over and over again, but I don't always say the same things, so hopefully there'll be some variety in there that will benefit you in some way. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. I will see you when you have some more time. Come back and join me at your leisure. And above all, enjoy playing and enjoy your practice. See you later. Bye-bye.